What's up, guys? It's me, Tony G, coming to you from Atlantic City, New Jersey again. This is going to be a special episode of my vlog because I wasn't planning on being here. But we are going to be here to play some poker. We're going to be in the Bally's tournament tonight, 7 o'clock. All right, so like I was saying, this is a special episode. I'm here for work. We're going to play some poker tonight. But I have an announcement. There's an epic meetup game. All the vloggers, all the big vloggers, Johnny Vibes, Andrew Nemi, Brad Owen, Raising the Nuts, Matt Vaughn, they're all going to be there. I'm going to be there for my first ever meetup game at Maryland Live Casino on December 10th. If you happen to be there, stop on by and say hi to me. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Here we go. Okay guys, in the very first hand I have the King of Hearts, the King of Spades. The blinds are 100-100. I am under the gun. I decide to raise it up to 200, being it's the first hand, didn't want to get too crazy. I do get a couple callers, including to the gentleman to my left, and we are now 4 ways to the flop, and the flop comes out the 10 of hearts, the 9 of hearts, and the 8 of diamonds. I decide to throw out a bet of 200. Everyone that was in the hand initially decides to call, and we are still 4 ways to the turn. The turn is very favorable for me. It is the King of diamonds. I then decide to go out and throw a bet of 400. One person folds and everybody else calls, and the river is a brick. It's the 4 of spades. I then decide to throw out a bet of 1,600. Might have been a little too high, but just wanted to get the pot taken down, and that's exactly what happens. Everybody folds and we take down this pot. All right, let's jump to level 2. The blinds are 100-200, and I am in middle position with the Queen of clubs, the Queen of spades. I decide to raise it up to 600, and I get 2 other callers, so we are 3 ways to the flop, which is the King of hearts, the 9 of spades, and the 10 of hearts. I decide to bet another 600. One guy folds. I get 1 caller, and we know our heads up to the turn, which is the 7 of spades. I put out a bet of 1,200 with the straight draw on board now, and the cutoff calls. The river is the 4 of diamonds. I down betted to 600 this time. He actually raises to 6,000, and I'm thinking that he's trying to bluff me off of the pot. So I do decide to call, and he shows pocket tens for a flop set, and we lose that pot. Okay, about an orbit later, blinds are still 100-200. I have the 5 of spades, the 10 of clubs in the big blind.
Four other people decide to call the $200 big blind, and we are 5 ways to the flop. I did check my option once it did get to me. The flop comes out the 8 of diamonds, the 10 of hearts, and the 5 of diamonds. Now, I have 2 pair, so when it checks to me, I decided just to throw out a bet of 200. Didn't want to get too crazy. There was one fold, and the rest of the people called. So now we're 4 ways to the turn. The turn comes out the queen of spades. So now there is a straight draw on the board. It does check to the river. The river is the 10 of diamonds, which gives me a full house now at this point. It checks all the way around to me, and I put out a bet of 1,200 to get this thing taken care of and take down this pot. And the one guy in the 2-seat or 3-seat decides to call, and everybody else folds, and we show down, and I show him my full house, and he called me with a pair of queens, and we take down another decent pot. Okay, so in this hand I have the 10 of diamonds, the 10 of clubs. I am on the button. It is 2 hands after the big blind hand I just played. The cutoff raises to 400. I decide to go ahead and re-raise to 1,200. And the small blind folds, and there are 2 other callers, so we are 4 ways to the flop. The flop comes out the ace of diamonds, the 9 of hearts, and the 8 of hearts. It does check to me. I do check, and there's one more check, so it checks all the way around to the turn. The turn is the queen of spades. Middle position goes all in, and I'm not calling that, and I fold my hand. The 6 of diamonds. I'm in middle position. Blinds are 200, 300. The blind gets raised to 600, and it gets around to me. I decide, even though I'm in middle position, just to go ahead and call the 600. And 2 other people call, including the big blind. We are 3 ways to the flop. The flop comes out the ace of diamonds, the 9 of diamonds, and the 4 of spades. It checks to me. With top pair, I decide to go ahead and put out a bet of 1,200. Gets around to the big blind after one guy discusses the board and gets yelled at for discussing the board in hand. And the big blind bets 4,300. I then decide, because that's half my stack, just to go ahead and shove it all in. And he calls, and he shows the ace of spades and the jack of diamonds, and I show him my ace 6. The board runs out the 9 of hearts and the 3 of clubs, and the jack plays, and unfortunately we are out of the tournament.
Level 3, and we're out. Level 7, and we're out. Ace 6, ace on the flop. I had the ace of hearts chasing a flush, but I had top pair. dude raises me up to like 4,300. I go all in with about 18,000. And he calls. He's got ace jack, and the run out is not favorable for me. So it is what it is, and we're out. On to the next one. Like I said, don't forget Epic Vloggers Meetup Game Live Casino, December 10th, 6 p.m. See you there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. And remember, it doesn't matter how you're living your life, as long as you're living the felt life.